Welcome to the Best Paper Award session. So the Best Paper Award selection is, we have 6 tracks, and each track we pick the top ranked paper. Yesterday they made presentations, 6 presentations in the first session. It is judged by experts from industry and academia. It was judged by based on the recorded video that was already uploaded. Then we have the technical depth and novelty, and also how and the live presentation. Okay, and we have 2 best paper awards for this conference. One is Amar Mukherjee Best Paper Award, and then Nagarajan Ranganathan Best Paper Award. So we have 2 best paper awards, and let's see. So let me give a brief background about both Amar Mukherjee as well as Nagarajan Ranganathan. And so Amar Mukherjee was a faculty at University of Central Florida, and he's the founder of the ISVLSI. It started off as an annual workshop on VLSI. Before UCF, Amar was a faculty at Princeton, and then he moved to UCF, and he was there for a very, very long time. And so Amar left us in 2015, and definitely he was a very big presence and in the VLSI community, and and we are very pleased to have this award based on his name. And since 2015, the symposium has been giving out this award on his name. Okay. Then let's talk about Nagarajan Ranganathan, Ranga, as we all call him very fondly. Ranga was a faculty at University of South Florida. Basically, he was my colleague, house colleague as well. And so Ranga joined USF, in 1988. He graduated from UCF, and in fact, Amar Mukherjee was his advisor. He was PhD advisor, and in fact, both the advisor students they started this, and they have been the driving force behind this symposium. And so Ranga, has done it phenomenally well at USF. He was one of the biggest stars at USF. He rose to distinguished university professor position, very quickly. And he wrote 4 books, held 10 patents. He published over 300 papers. And in 2002, he was elected a fellow of IEEE for contributions to algorithms and architectures for VLSI systems design. He was editor-in-chief of IEEE transactions on VLSI systems. He chaired the IEEE Computer Society's technical committee on VLSI. Ranga was a major professor for 30 PhD students, and many of them are faculty. And he also directed 70 master's theses. You are all familiar with Saraju Mohanty, Himanshu Taplayal, Vijay Narayanan, and Sanjukta Banja. These are all have done extremely well, and they are all products of Ranga's advisorship. And so here, Ranga has family of 4, 2 kids. And here you can see in the picture. In fact, I'm very, very happy to let you know that Ranga's wife, Radhika, has joined this meeting. And also, so Radhika is a practicing pediatrician in Tampa Bay area. So Dr. Radhika Ranganathan took time to join this. meeting, this session. And also we have the privilege of having Dr. Hassan Srinidhi, who happens to be wearing two hats. One is he was a former professor of Ranga, and also he's the brother-in-law of Ranga. So it's really very nice to have them here. And so here is, so this paper has been, so we have a paper on Ranga's name. He's very, very passionate about VLSI, his students, and he has been a guiding beacon for many in the VLSI community. And so it's really, great to honor him, to really live, his memories. I think the best way is to honor him through this award. He always look for the highest quality work and so on. So we're very, very pleased to have this award on his name. Ranga left us in 2018, but he did not leave us from our hearts, because we always think about him, talk about him, and we really miss him. So here is a picture in 2012. ISVLSI happened in Amherst, UMass Amherst, and here are Ranga and Amar. So it's a rare picture, Amar, Ranga, and his students, in this picture. Okay, so at this point, what I will do is I will ask Radhika as well as Nidhi or Dr. Srinidhi to talk about Amar as well as Ranga. So let me spotlight them just a moment. Okay, so I think yeah, you guys can see them. So Dr. Srinidhi, very nice to have you here. So maybe you can say a few words about both Amar as well as Ranga. And this is a community that knows Ranga very well professionally, so it's honored to have you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Srinivas Kalpuri. So it was very nice to get to know that this symposium was started by Ranga and Amar Mukherjee. Let me start with Amar Mukherjee. I got to know him when I basically joined University of Central Florida in 1982. I can say he was instrumental in selecting me, for the assistant professor position. So because we were three professors within the department in the hardware area, and Amar being the professor, Ratan Guha was the associate, and I was the newbie joining as an assistant professor. So it was wonderful to know Amar. Amar is pretty soon I learned that he is you can say a beacon of heading the beacon of VLSI and really driving the research in VLSI, as well as that he was is a very brilliant person, very brilliant researcher. At the same time, he was a very private person as well. So it would take some time to get to know him, but once you know him, you really like him. And I got to know not only Amar, but also had the chance to, he invited me several times to his home. Had the chance to meet his wife Mamta and the two children, who were all wonderful. And of course, we had these nice conversations, and Amar would pose some riddles. When he would invite, and we would have to, do these riddles as well. So it was really fun to be with him, and he was anyway a great colleague to have, and he was helping me out in many ways in my career there. Later on, once Ranga came in, he looked at Ranga as if it's his own son. He treated him like a son at the later times as time progressed. In fact, Ranga would tell me about the things Amar Mukherjee would confide in him, um, things that that he would normally, being a private person, he was not something that he would confide so much at all. Um, Moving on to Ranga, uh, it was January of 1984. I saw this young man sitting in my classroom in my uh, 3402 assembly language class. And I saw him uh, pretty serious faced and kind of, listening very carefully, to the teachings and everything. So got to know him at that point. Little did I know that he would become my one of my closest friends and my brother-in-law, and as well as, I would be one of his, advisors for his in his PhD committee, as well as, he would be that we would be doing so much together. And of course, little did I know that he will become a wonderful, great researcher as well. So, and our this relationship blossomed from being teacher-student relationship to becoming a friend, and then from a friend becoming a brother-in-law, marrying my beautiful sister-in-law Radhika, and again and having two wonderful children. So he was my tennis partner, chess partner. We played cards together. We also wrote a paper together. By the way, we wrote a paper on data compression and went to a conference in Miami Beach together. We had a lot of fun, together. So it's an amazing personality, very loving, kind, caring personality, and clearly, Amar Mukherjee saw that, and he really, got very close to him. And it's a great honor that you are giving both of them that, providing this beautiful paper award. I'm really, really happy about that, and wish there were, wish people followed people like Amar Mukherjee and Ranga in terms of publishing very quality papers and advancing this research in VLSI. Of course, I didn't have the chance to listen to the papers today, but I'm sure there have been wonderful papers that have been presented in this symposium. So I'll let Radhika say a few words.
Hello, everybody. I'm very glad that the symposium is going on well, and everybody is continuing to learn, which was always Ranga's dream. If you have a problem, just go to Dr. Ranga, is what students would say. And that's how I think everybody got to know about Ranga. He was very, very passionate about his research, his mentoring, and teaching. He would just treat everybody as their own kid, literally. I mean, that was, some of the students would say, he's literally like another father here for us. I'm really glad that the legacy of Dr. Mukherjee and Ranga is continuing on. And I, like Dr. Srinidhi said, I also had the pleasure of meeting with Dr. Mukherjee and family, and just oasis of knowledge over there. So very, very glad that this has continued, and good luck to all of you, and hope you have a good weekend.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ranganathan and also Dr. Srinidhi. So now we'll move on to the part where everybody is waiting, so let me share my screen. So the Amar Mukherjee Award, Best Paper Award, goes to, I think here is where we would have like a very suspenseful music. I don't have it, but here it is. An in-memory analog computing coprocessor for energy-efficient CNN inference on mobile devices, written by LBTT, Singh, Reddy, Goa, and Zand from University of South Carolina and Lehigh University. I believe Ramton is here. I guess if Radhika and Srini, if you could clap, I think this is a virtual way of giving this lecture.
Congratulations, Rangan.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. It means a lot. It's a great honor to be recognized by the committee, and especially when it's coming after these great scientists. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Keep up the good
It's
work.
a teamwork. The team is really happy. I have my student here. He did a great job. We have collaborators in other schools. It was definitely a teamwork, but it means a lot coming after these great names, and hopefully it's gonna set the bar high for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we'll move to the next award. And that is Nagarajan Ranganathan Best Paper Award at ISVLSI, and the award goes to. It's authored by Butt, Lee, Ghosh, Kulkarni, and Andras Moritz from University of Massachusetts Amherst, USA. And I believe Sachin is here. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Sachin.
unmute yourself. Yeah, Sachin, unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much for the award. I'd like to thank my parents who have been very instrumental in helping me get here. And also I'd like to thank my advisor, Professor Csaba Andras Moritz, who has been a source of inspiration and guidance. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations to both paper winners. And we also thank Dr. Ranganathan and Dr. Srinidhi again for taking time from their busy schedules. And we will never forget Ranga. We'll never forget Amar.